Hey everyone, welcome back to Mod Life Season 2, SpaceLife. And today it's time to initiate Phase 3, our moon base. So, since last episode, I've went ahead and gathered up some items and crafted some materials for us. We got a 16K storage drive, two 4K storage drives, all filled with items to get us started on our moon base. We also have a IMI controller, IMI drive, an IMI crafting terminal, just the basics to get our network up and running. Just our stuff to get ready for launch, extra fuel cells, fuel loader. I also went ahead and crafted a few RE batteries, or advanced RE batteries, and some CESUs, which I have more in our storage drives. We got two advanced solar panels. I also have a NASA workbench made up for us. And I think we're pretty much good to go. I just exchanged out my air tanks, and these are actually almost done. I think I'll leave those here for now. We'll probably craft up a new set on the moon. I think that'd be a good idea. So, before we leave, I actually want to go ahead and craft up something to replace the rapier here, our purple spine. It's great, but I really don't care for it here in space. Well, where there's not that much gravity. Every time you accidentally right-click, it's just a major annoyance. So I think we're gonna kind of work on a ranged weapon real quick before we leave off. Plus I get to show you guys kind of what I left here in the space station, which we still have a good fair number of resources here, if we ever do need to do something small. Kind of like this. We're gonna go ahead and make ourselves up a power fist. So we need refined iron ingots and electronic circuits. So, let's go ahead and do this real quick. We're gonna put these drives at the bottom, and let's try that one more time. I don't know if I actually have any copper cables made, but we do need 3 of these. Oh, that was perfect. Awesome. Alright, and our power fist. Okay, I guess I had electronic circuits on there already. Alright, well, I'll hold on to those. Anyway, there we go. Wow, I must have had quite a few made. Okay, then. Hopefully that goes back onto these drives. In fact, let's actually go ahead and check real quick. Yeah, it didn't. Alright, let's pull those out. We'll just hold on to those for now. I did have them set up in this ender pouch. So there we go. We got ourselves a power fist. Now we need to add on to this some modules. So let's get our tinker table and see what we can't do. Alright, so there's an axe, shovel, pickaxe, multi-tool pretty much. Lux capacitor. Man, I love those things. And those would probably work here in space too. 2 iron ingots and glowstone. Let's do it. I guess for now, let's go ahead and pick this guy up. And we're going to be doing some stuff with him real quick, so let's just place him right there for now. Let's grab 2 pieces of glowstone, 1 iron ingot. Let's go ahead and install this guy real quick. Lux capacitor. Oh. I totally flipped that around. My bad. Alright, let's try that again. Install. What? Tinker blue. Oh, you can change the color. Oh, this is... Oh, that is cool. Dude, I did not know this. Oh, that is so cool. So you could make it like purple. Well, kind of pink and purple looking. That is awesome, though. I am going to definitely mess around with that a little bit. Ooh, I wonder if you could make it black. That's white. Maybe it's the opposite way for black? Or maybe that's just going to set it default. Oh, yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's awesome. Alright. That's fine. That's cool. Alright, so we got a diamond drill upgrade, which we'll probably wind up doing at some point. Aqua affinity. Alright, so here we go. I definitely want to get some weapons going at first. Movement blink drive. This could be kind of cool. Might be better to use this instead of a jetpack at some point. Alright, but anyways, we want the melee assist for sure, so we're going to need LV capacitor, servo motor, and I want the railgun. So we're gonna need high voltage capacitor and 6 solenoids. Ugh. Alright, how bad are solenoids? They're not too bad. Basic machine casings, which we'll go ahead and make up 6 of these real quick, which I don't have enough of. Do I have the hammer in here? No, I'm pretty sure I have a hammer somewhere. Alright, fine. Make me into a liar. It's alright. We'll just make one real quick. No problem. Alright, we'll just hammer out a good stack of you real quick. And we'll make up 3 more of you. Alright, now we need the gold wiring, so I think we're just going to need to hammer out some of these gold ingots. Do I have the cutter? I don't have the cutter. I'm pretty sure I actually have one of those, though. Yep, brand new. Ready to go. Alright, so we're just going to cut these guys up. And then I think all we need is some redstone. Like this, right? There we go. There's some wiring. Good stack of that. Let's put that back. That should be good for now. And we'll make us up some solenoids. Cool. 6 solenoids. Alright, we'll hold on to that for now. We're also going to need a high voltage capacitor. Lapotron crystal. Uh-oh. So, yeah, we don't have the thermal expansion recipes on this anymore, so we're going to have to run through and probably make this, which is going to be a little bit of a pain because I got to get the, get all the machines out from IndustrialCraft. So we already went through that. I'm going to go ahead and grab the IndustrialCraft machines out of these drives I got here that we set up for the moon base. So I'm going to need the macerator. Let's see, what do we got? Let's go ahead and grab the generator, macerator. I'll probably need the furnace and the compressor. Don't think I'm going to need anything else. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and lay these guys down real quick. I'm going to start crafting this up so that way we don't have to watch this all day. And when I get that done, we'll be right back. Alright guys, and we're back. So we got our Lapotron crystal here, 2 advanced circuits, some lapis lazuli dust. I always wonder if I'm saying that right. 2 advanced circuits and our energy crystal. So we got our Lapotron crystal, there we go. And on the side of that, we'll place some wiring. That'll give us our high voltage capacitor. Alright, so I think we're ready to go now for our railgun. Yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and set this guy up to the max. And yep, there we go. So shift mouse wheel up and down. We have ourselves a railgun. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, and we're producing heat too. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of recoil, but at least we'll be able to hit range targets. But I'm also going to go ahead and install the melee assist onto it as well. Let's see, where are we at? Melee assist, so we're going to need 2 servo motors and our low voltage capacitor. So let's get 2 servo motors. We're going to need 2 electronic circuits, 2 basic machine casings. All right, there we go. And I think we're going to need 2 more for the servos. So let's do this and that. There we go. So there's 2 solenoids. And actually we need we need 2 servo motors, right? Yes, we're gonna need a total of 4 solenoids. There we go. And what else are we gonna need? We're gonna need also that low voltage capacitor. Alright, well that just requires an RE battery. Not too hard to do. I think I have my other network set up down here. That way I didn't mess up anything from the items that I gathered. So there we go. We got our low voltage capacitor. Now, what else do we need for the servo? So we need basic machine casing. We're going to need 2 of those. Uh-oh. Those darn pieces of iron. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and make us up a hammer. Get another stack of iron plates going. There we go. Another basic machine casing. Alright, now we just need those electronic circuits, which I think I got, yep, just enough left. Electronic circuits, basic machine casing, 2 solenoids. There's our 2 servo motors that we need for our melee assist. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and set that up to the max. Now, what about battery? What is the elite battery? Alright, so we did make one of those. What about the advanced battery, medium voltage? Let's see what's required for a medium voltage. Sorry guys, we had an abrupt cut out there. I apologize. My game actually crashed on me for some reason, but I was looking at possibly seeing about upgrading our leggings at some point, maybe to the power armor leggings, which are right here. Power armor leggings. So we just need 2 electronic circuits and some refined iron. I think we'll do that a little bit later on. And I think we'll probably leave our tinker table here. Let's just run through this real quick just to make sure we're not missing too much. Pickaxe. What do we need? A solenoid and 3 iron ingots. You know, I think I'm cool with that. Let's do that real quick. Solenoid is easy enough for us to make. We just need a basic machine casing, some wiring. There's our solenoid. There we go. And 2 iron ingots. Wait, did it say 2 or 3? Darn it, it said 3. There we go. And we'll go ahead and install the pickaxe onto it. Nice, there we go. Let's overclock that, and we're good. So, we'll use the melee assist if we need to. And if we absolutely need to, we'll use the Railgun. Looks like it generates a little bit of heat, but that's okay. We'll just kind of deal with it. So let's put this back for now. If we need one for our moon base, we'll make one there. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's head to the moon. Alright, so I'm going to pick this up too. Kind of need this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and switch out my air tanks too real quick. That way we don't have to worry about oxygen right away. Even though I'm probably going to set that up too. But it'll give us a chance to do some other stuff once we get there. So before we go, I think I'm going to go ahead and also grab my ender chest. I think my quarry's actually off at the moment, which is a good thing. We'll grab this guy too. So that way we'll have this used to import as items onto our moon base. So like all of our stuff from our quarry, we'll be good to go. Oh, sun's starting to come up. Alright, let's go ahead and start this endeavor, shall we? Here we go, we got our fuel loader. Alright, we got fuel filled up. We got extra batteries. I think we're ready to go. Alright, let's do this. Off to the moon. Alright, guys, I apologize. I'm not going to be able to insert any music onto the... Oh. Why was it doing that? I'm not going to be able to insert any music onto this. I wish I could, but right now YouTube's going through some funny changes. Just throwing out content ID claims and third parties and all this craziness on anything I put music on, basically. So for now, I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna do it again, but I think for now we're just gonna kind of hold off onto it just for a little bit. And we're just gonna enjoy our little ride up to the moon. Oh, there goes our space station. Oh wow, that actually looks kind of cool. I gotta say though, it turned out pretty well. I like the way it looks. Awesome, so now it's time to initiate Phase 3. Hopefully it's somewhat light on the moon. Daytime, that is. That would be awesome. Alright, so we'll see you guys once we get there. Alright guys, here we go. So time to go to the moon. Habitable, no oxygen, 18% gravity. Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Hold space to slow down. Alright, right there. Alright, we're going. We're coming in hot. Uh-oh. Are we gonna make it? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, there we go. This is perfect. Oh, it's putting us right next to the village. Uh-oh. No! No, creeper! Go away. This is why I made this. Ah, darn you, F5. Holy cow, the mobs. Alright, let me do this. Yeah! Eat that, creeper! Yeah, you too, skeleton! Alright, good. Well, at least get them away from this guy. This is precious. We need this. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. Alright, it is nighttime. And I honestly don't even see the sun anywhere. Well, we are on the moon. So we wouldn't see the moon. Duh. Alright, I think for now, we're gonna go ahead and make this just a small base for us, just for a little protection. Let's get some light up in here real quick too. That way mobs don't spawn. That's the last thing we need. Put a couple here. So this isn't gonna be our moon base. This is just gonna be temporary, just to keep us away from... Yeah, see, we got spiders coming in. That's not good. Alright, and this is also the reason why I brought my... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's zombies coming in. And... let's do that. We're gonna need something. That's not gonna work. Do I have any blocks anywhere? Really? Alright. Let's try to at least access our network. Alright, so we got our CESU, which I kind of misclicked and did not mean to place there. It's alright. We're gonna be moving this anyway. Alright, let's get our ME drive. Crafting terminal. Let's get all that set up in there. And we'll place this in there. Uh-oh. Oh, that power fist drained my jetpack. That's not good. Alright, anyways, we have access to our network. We need to get some stuff going right away. I think we're gonna get the other oops. Not the RE batteries. We need the other 2 advanced RE batteries I made up. Get those guys out and ready to put into our CESU. I tried to prepare for this, just in case this did happen. Actually, let's get some glass. We'll just use this glass for now. That way we can kind of see what's going on. Hey guy, what's going on? I hope you don't mind bunking with you for a little while. We got some crazy stuff going on. For some reason, these don't seem very bright. Alright, so what we're gonna do in the meantime, I'm gonna grab some glowstone. I don't have any sticks, but I got plenty of oak wood. We're gonna make us up some glowstone torches. Just 8 for now, not too many. Are these any brighter? Well, that's interesting. It is pretty dark here on the moon. Or do I just have this turned down? Nope, it's on bright. It is pretty dark in here. That's insane. I kinda like it though. I do kinda like it. I need to make sure my power fist is also not on railgun mode. Otherwise I'm gonna have that same problem I did with the rapier. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this and put glass there. There we go. That should suffice for now. Put the 10 decoration block back. The glass. We'll leave this guy with the glowstone torches too. Alright, so what do we need to do to get started? Probably... Got a generator. I wonder how well this would actually work to supply power for us. Because I don't want to sit here. I got a whole bunch of charcoal, but I don't want to sit here and actually... It looks like that's actually gaining power. That's good. Alright, so we have a way to keep our network up and running for us. That'll suffice, I think. We also have the one advanced RE battery left for us. Ooh, the skeletons. Sorry, guy. Don't look at me like that. Not my fault you didn't get in here. Saved your friend, though. Should give him a name. Alright, well, what do we need to do to get started? Well, one of the things I want to get started first, and we'll probably be able to get to it soon, hopefully once the sun hits this part of the moon. We're gonna make our... Oh, we can't. We need dash. Darn it! I wanted to make a terraformer. And we can't get that until we go to the moon. Or not the moon, but Mars. Drat. Well, there goes that idea. Also, another thing I was going to do, I was going to try and make a buggy. So we put our NASA workbench right there. Let's type in buggy. I was going to do this because if you click on buggy, it shows you how to make it in the NASA workbench. You just need the buggy wheels. In fact, there's recipes for all of this to make this. Pretty simple. Just need the heavy-duty plates and everything. Just the problem is when you go into your NASA workbench here, when you go to next, you need a new schematic, and we're gonna have to do some exploring. So looks like we're not gonna be able to make the buggy either. So we're gonna have to wait on that. Ooh, a buggy storage box. That's kind of cool. Buggy fueling pad. Yeah, I definitely want to make one of those. That's at least gonna be our goal here on the moon. Alright, well, that'll at least suffice us for some power for now. Let's at least try to see if maybe we can get maybe some oxygen going. Alright, so we got an oxygen collector. Let's get our oxygen pipes out. Let's go ahead and use the bubble distributor for now. See, I've made us up some machines. Tried to think ahead as much as possible. Let's go ahead and pick this guy up. We don't need him sitting in the middle of the room. Also, ender chest, right. For now, put you there. Where's my import bus? Oh, there it is. There we go. Perfect. Good, we got items coming in. So that way we'll have more ores to use here on the moon. I did try to make sure we brought everything. I am going to try and set us up some farms here on the moon as well. How that's going to work out, I am not entirely sure. But oxygen collector, let's see. Do I have any leaves? Yes, we do. We have a stack of leaves. Perfect. Alright, we'll set up this guy. I wonder how much power he's going to use. Let's take a look at something. Let's go into IC2 real quick. Let's go to machines, generators. So we have a normal generator. A geothermal generator might be an idea. We got some lava barrels that I brought with me. Water mill. That might be kind of cool. I haven't ever really used water mills very much. I might try some of these solar panels too. Semi-fluid generator. Because I think we can actually use that and generate EU with fuel or oil. And I got a good amount of oil, but I don't like using that all. Alright, so generators just 10 EU. I think we might go ahead and make us a geothermal generator real quick. Yep, we'll do that to get started. Alright. Geothermal generator, here we come. So we need 2 empty cells, which I know we can make besides a metal former. Oh, come on. You just had to do that to me, didn't you? Alright, we got a hammer. We're ready to go. Let's get some tin. I know I have some tin. Try to make sure I brought everything. Alright, we'll make 8 tin plates. And I think... What do we need for the empty cells again? I know we can make... We gotta be able to make it without that, right? I thought... Maybe they changed it. Nonetheless, I do have a couple metal formers ready to go for us. And we can just hook that up right there. Maybe. Oh wow, that's going to slowly get power. I don't think we can use that in there. No. Yeah, this thing's taking up all the power. Alright, let's pull those guys out. Let's grab us another wrench, because I think this one's about to die anyway. So let's go ahead and pick up our metal former. I think we're gonna have to run probably another power source over. I don't think I have anything else to really supply us with any power right now. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just make up a couple RE batteries, just some tin item casings. So we'll just go ahead and make up all of those. I think we're also gonna need some more tin. Let's get a few more pieces of that. Get 4 of you. Alright, that should be good. Do we have any cutters? We do. Good. We'll just cut this up into some tin cable. Let's get some rubber. Make the insulated tin cable that we're going to need. Oop. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. That's fine. And I think we just need some redstone now. Yep, there we go. So we'll make up some RE batteries. That'll work out just fine. And then we can put these guys in here. And that'll charge up. Let's go ahead and put the advanced RE battery in here as well. So we're going to use this in our metal former. And we're going to help pretty much use that to make us our geothermal generator. Alright, there we go. There's that one. Let's get another one going. Alright, there we go. He's got power. Now we just need some more tin plates. Grab that hammer. Let's grab 4 of those for the time being. Alright, I think it said extruding. Also brought some overclockers. We should be able to overclock a little bit. There we go. Plenty of cells. That'll work for now. Alright, so that guy's out of power. This one should be filled up. Put that one back in there. There we go. Nice. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. We're going to get this geothermal generator up and running. Now, the reason why we got to do all this is because it's probably going to be a little while before the sun comes back up. Oh, never mind. But maybe we won't have to do this. But I'm going to go ahead and make up a geothermal generator anyway for backup power for nighttime. So let's go ahead and finish that up anyway. Speak of the devil, the sun is coming up. What do you know? We will be able to survive. Alright, so we'll do a basic machine casing. Let's put the torches in there. I'm pretty sure we won't need those. Furnace. Alright, we're going to have to make a furnace. Alright, so I'm pretty sure basic machine casing and then RE battery. That'll give us our generator. Alright, and then for our geothermal. Where are we at? Geothermal. Alright, so iron item casings. We just need 2 of them. Let's grab our hammer. Put all that back in there. Generator. Empty cells. Glass on the sides. And there we have it. Our geothermal generator. Awesome. Alright, and I did bring my lava drums that I got a few episodes back. What about fluid ducts? Perfect. Alright, and this will be able to supply us with some more power. If we need it. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and just set it up in here. Oh! I was like, that was a creeper. No, that was a meteor. I'm pretty sure that was a meteor. Alright, we're going to have to totally go check that out next episode. Awesome, there we go. So we got lava coming into our geothermal generator. I'm going to go ahead and let this power up. We don't want that to connect anymore. Just go ahead and let that use what it has. So guys, we got ourselves somewhat set up here on the moon. And over the next few episodes, we are going to continue getting our base together, up and running. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.